None of these are there. Mike. Okay. Wait. That's what I undid. Okay. Send a message. Okay. Stop calling me. I don't know who you are. Okay. Let's do some gently. This sticker overlap happens. Hi, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome everybody. Sorry, I gave an impromptu notice on that stream going live. I was busy and wasn't sure when I would have time, but I wanted to make time because I bailed on Wednesday, so I felt bad. How's everybody doing? It. Well, this needs to. That pretty good. I'm working on cleaning up Ace. Nice. Excited for that. I need to make sure I have time. I have this one to clean up. Somebody else attacked me who I don't know. Don't know how they got Dez, but they attacked Dez. So I have to get them back. And then what is this? I don't know what that is. And then if you attack me with Ace, then I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get you back. I don't know if that means you win. I don't know what the rules are of Art Fight. Do you do collab canvases on Wednesday? I haven't been able to join one yet, but I'd love to next time. I usually do collabs today, but I feel like I don't have enough time. But if enough people are here that want to participate, we can do that instead of what I'm doing right now, if that's something that people want to do. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna win. I feel like if I go and do a community a drawing, usually those are on Fridays. When I usually do a community drawing, if not enough people are there, I feel like I might as well be in Photoshop doing something that I want to be working on. Um, is the premise. Because as much as I would love to have it open to everybody, I do have to limit it to people who are in the Discord. Um, because I've had people come in and cause problems. So because nobody can just be normal on the internet, so I have to restrict access. put it to a vote. Sorry, I just wanted to clean this up a little bit. I will put it to a vote. If there are enough people in here who want to do the community board, I will start a community board right now. But I'm gonna say at least 2 other people need to be participating with me, or else I feel bad. I don't know why I'm cleaning this up. I'm gonna do another pass. I was just curious. Keep doing what you're doing. I would not join until I'm done with my own art. I prefer my program right now. Fair enough. I've got notice on your Discords now, so I'll pay attention. Awesome. Yeah, Mondays are just whatever project I'm working on. Wednesdays are character wheel, where I randomize. If you have character suggestions, I'll put them on there. Hopefully, randomly, it will land on the ones that you recommend, and then you're there for it while I'm drawing it. And then Fridays are community board. Generally, if there's ever any instance where people are like, I don't want to do that, or if nobody's really participating, then I'll just do my own thing, and let people pop in and just chat. But I appreciate you being here anyway. There will be more, I promise. Oh, I don't have music on. I forgot to turn on my music for you guys. And by my music, I mean YouTube licensing free, which is hilarious because it flags me every time I play it, so. What are we doing? Okay. Cool. Okay. Let me know if that's bad or too loud. It could be either one or both. Computer is lagging a lot right now, so I apologize if that affects the chat. I don't get to see your thing. What? Hold on, let's try something. 1, 2. Yep. Watch the lag on this. 1. Nope. Alright, caught back up. I was gonna say. That's rough. Now it's lagging. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5 seconds of lag. Holy shit. It's so hot up here, my computer is overclocking itself. Come on. That was crazy. That was 10 seconds. Brother. Think how that would be pulling. I think this one is off. Probably. I feel like I need to fix your face. I want her hair to. Trying to relearn anatomy since it helps a lot with drawing and animation. Do you have any tips? Yes. My favorite tip for learning anatomy specifically is to study one part of the body and then do figure drawings of it very quickly. So I usually do 1 minute exposures for a figure drawing, just to warm up, practice the body as a whole. But then what I'll do is I have, where's my book? Let me get it real quick. I have my anatomy book of choice, Constructive Anatomy, by George B. Bridgman, and I may or may not have digital scans in the Discord, may or may not, legally. procured. And so what I do is, if there's ever a part of the body that I'm struggling with, when I do my 1-minute drawings, observations, I see where I need improvement, and I'll go, okay, my hands are rough, my face is bad, my body, my torso, proportions, whatever, are off. And then I'll find that part of the body in here, and then I'll just study it. I'll draw what's in here just by observation, try and like make my own observations and see how I can simplify those shapes. Let's say, for instance, the arm, the bicep. If I was struggling with that, I would break it down into these blocks that he's got. Hold on to the camera. Into these little blocks, because that's a little easier to process. And then from there, once you've broken it down, simplified it, then you can refine those finer details. And then I just do more observational drawings, and then I see if my studies have improved. And if you really want to, you can do just, when you're doing your body observation, do just a very rough whole body, and then just focus on whatever part you were struggling with the most, until you see that improvement. And just keep going back and forth. If you see, oh, I've improved, great, you're good, you can move on to a different one. If you go, oh, I haven't improved, let me go back, study it again, see how to improve, try that again. If that doesn't work, I recommend watching other people's YouTube videos on tutorials for how they do those certain body parts, because I have found a lot of different tips from a lot of different people. Everybody teaches differently, and so I think that that helps because everybody learns differently. And so you just have to find the right person to teach you. So one way somebody explains it might not click with you, but one way that somebody else explains it might be really helpful, and it might just be like, oh, that makes so much sense. Even if it's a matter of, like, if you consider the arm as like a chain link fence, or not a chain link fence, a chain with the links interacting. So the shoulder interacts with the bicep, interacts with the forearm, and they're all linked. So forearm is this way, like flat ways, and then the bicep is long ways, and then shoulders back flat ways. Something like that, just as a way that somebody might describe it, might click with you better. So just watch as many videos as you can on those specific parts of the body that you struggle with. Read your books, do observations. It's a lot of work, but you'll get there. As long as you stick with it. I do also happen to have a playlist of videos in the Discord that I have organized everything from like what I think a beginner should use if they've never picked up a pencil, and then moving on the way down to like compositing and like adding extra details to the final product. And all the way in between there, I've got anatomy all laid out from head to toe. I think they're all grouped together, and I think I have. Let's start with torso. I don't remember the actual organization of it, but they're all lumped together. So if you're looking for a bunch of different hand videos, I've got them. For instance. Maybe I won't redo the line work. I don't hate it. that color. Do the ribbon around it. I'll redo it. Was that helpful? Was that advice, the anatomy advice, helpful? Hopefully. Yeah, I can do. What do you say? I was gonna do like a wood pattern underneath this, mask that out separately. I don't have to worry about it. This. I don't know. That's fine. Age. So probably healing magic. We talked about Final Fantasy last week. One of my favorite things that Final Fantasy ever did as a series was they allowed you to use holy magic on your enemies. You could heal them. But if they were undead, it would deal damage, and a lot of the times it made the white mage the most viable option in certain fights to use her healing magic on the enemy. Amazing mechanic. Such a good idea, considering that they're undead, and to heal them would be to bring them closer to life, quote unquote, but they are dead, so they are becoming undead. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I love that mechanic, and I haven't seen it replicated, and I really like to homebrew that in my D&D campaigns because it's really cool, and there are a lot of undead creatures in certain things. Just gonna put that out there. That's my rant for the day. What? Okay. My next question is, do I redo all of the line work? Do I simply refine it and color it? Hmm. Give her too much eye makeup is what I did. It's showing the eyes through the hair too, the anime trope, you know? What's happening? What did I do there? You ever draw something and go, what the fuck did I do? the boa. Hmm. Something off about the cheek. This one needs to be higher. Yeah. There. This one needs to be light too. Needs to be same as well. I feel like this strand is too in the eyes. It gets distracting. Doesn't help me convey the gap there between the eyes. Hmm. Just play testing the facial structure. do. In. There. I might be taking this art fight a little too seriously. I think I'm going a little too hard sometimes. That's supposed to be the thumb? Again, I forgot what I drew. That hurt. It's not a collarbone. Can't be. It maybe as her forearm here. Shoulder? No. No, that's down. I need to erase this too. Oh, I think it's her cloak. I think it's her cloak. I always forget. I mean, it looks good, but yeah, if you obsess over something in the piece, it'll take up all your time. Yeah, I need to get a little bit faster with all the people that are attacking me. To be fair, this was the last one I was aware of until just today, so it was prepared to be done. I'm good with that. I think I can just do the mask and be done. I think I'm happy with that line work. Separated out by the colors well enough. Is the front leg too long? Maybe I move her knee up a little bit. Maybe move all of this up. I'm just gonna. If I encounter more issues that I can see while I'm masking, I will figure it out. You knew I was coming for you last week. That's true. Sketch piece. Yeah. I remember. I knew you were coming for me. And you had to add your new OC so I can attack you with someone different instead of just Tramp. Which I could just do again. Oh, I do need that for reference. Work. That happened. Something needs to select. My tolerance as well. Yeah, that's it. Could do. Select everything and then delete everything outside of this in the line art. Then shrink it down into that. That was smart, man. In right. Hello, welcome in. How are you today? Be better, but not bad. I'm doing alright. Pretty good day so far. Oops. Maybe not even cell shading. Did I do cell shading on the? I don't think I did cell shading at all on the rabbit. I think I'll just do straight colors. I think I'm just gonna do color. Oof. I've also only got like 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes, 25 more minutes. I'm adding time. Where I gotta go. So I don't want to get too involved. Quite yet. Do that. Very roughly. Just put I'm sure there's an easier way to do that. I just wasn't thinking of it right now. Anyway, so I have the staff mask, so now I can just do that. After that. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Like that for now. Colors. Gloves. Right into the glove. Care too much about where that overlaps because I will have to refine it eventually once I get the should have started with the cloak. I always forget to do bottom up. I have to work it like an oil painting. You start from the back and you come to the front and you do highlights after. Not using my brain right now. It's fine. Okay. Well, white background doesn't help with that. Let's do... No, dark gray. I can differentiate all of them. This isn't coming out like I wanted it to. Yours or mine? Were you expecting more from me? Because that's understandable. I do that all the time. Mine. Okay. That you took the time to make it in the first place is what I care about. I'm not going to judge you on your quality or whatever. It does suck when there's you have a vision in your head and it doesn't match up to that. I get that a whole bunch. But like you said, don't spend too much time on it. It's art fight. It's just for fun. So I appreciate that you're even doing it in the first place. Don't stress yourself out about it. Interesting. Just got a little like anti-highlight. So many spots on mine. Oops. Wrong layer. Did I delete the first color? I was on the mask layer the whole time. And nobody stopped me. Shit. We're back. Oh, okay. I merged my color layer down. Okay. It's safe. We're fine. I just have to reselect all that hair. That's fine. It's fine. Good lord, it just about had an aneurysm. I don't even remember pressing those shortcuts. Maybe I accidentally pulled up the menu. I don't know. But it's fixed. That's all that matters. It's not my usual style. I'm going to blame it on that. That's fine. I'm good. How are you? Welcome in. How's it going? Almost had a panic attack in that I did all of my color art on the wrong layer, but I fixed it. So no worries. She looks very, and I'm only thinking this because I've recently been watching a lot of old 80s animated things. She looks very like Ralph Bakshi style with her very thick eyelashes and little pursed lips. It reminds me of I don't know if anybody's seen Wizards or what's another Ralph Bakshi? He did The Hobbit, right? I think he did The Hobbit. But there's no women in The Hobbit, are there? I'm trying to think. Maybe the Queen? I haven't seen any Lord of the Rings outside of parts of the animated Hobbit, so I don't have any information. I just know that there are very few women in the Fellowship of the Ring. But I could be misinformed. I haven't seen it myself. Okay, back to the color layer. There we go. Okay, so I just gotta do skin tone, pattern on the edges. Oh, and the ribbon. Get the ribbon out of the way. I don't know if she's wearing leggings or if that's her skin tone. That must be leggings. I do like it. Oh, nice look here with the hair color. Mm. Is that a highlight? And the midtone. Background is really showcasing all of the mistakes I made. You calm down. And the wood. I think I asked you this before, but what is your favorite music genre? I don't know if you did ask me that. And that's a hard question to answer. I know my least favorite is country music. I can tell you that. I do remember discussing that with somebody because it sparked the whole thing. Don't like country music, but pretty much everything else I like. My favorite probably being I really like EDM. I really like rap. I really like alternative rock. Um, some rock is okay. I can do heavy metal. I can do scream, but probably EDM, rap, and alternative are up there. They go back and forth. I think I'm in a very alternative phase right now, but that fluctuates, and it also depends on where I am. So, like at the gym, EDM or rap, and then in the car, alternative, so I can sing. And if I'm just chilling, probably something without lyrics, just so that I'm not. If I have lyrics, then I get a little distracted. So, like if I'm working on art, I usually don't listen to anything with lyrics, but that could be anything. I really like jazz. I'm trying to get into jazz more. Some good jazz out there. I like saying jazz. Let me find a good wood reference that I can use. Nope. Alright. Watching this is crazy. It's gonna blow your mind. Let's do stylize. Let's do filter gallery real quick. Let's see what's up. Am I gonna bubble over here? Yes. I feel like I like cutout. That is good. Eh. Yeah. Not enough. Actually, go back to that. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That, and then I will skew it. We're gonna change the color because it's red. Eyeballing it. Bam. Oop. Did I not mask the middle part out? That's crazy. That. That. There we go. Fixed. Maybe I warp that. Maybe I do. Eh. No, I want to warp. Oh. Okay. I gotta wrap this up. 1 second. Let me, at the very least, make these lines run down the side. Spread out enough that it swirls. You know what I mean? Actually, if I just center one of those knots, because that's what it looks like on there. Like what it looked like before. Even a little shrunken down. Maybe tighter on there. Yeah. And then I can add my own. Any, something like that. I'll play with it. I'll play with it later. I gotta get scooting. But I made a lot of progress, so that's good. Why we do this? Because otherwise, I won't be focused. So thank you for holding me accountable. Alright. EDM is pretty cool. I also like it, especially heavy metal and jazz, but like, what subgenre do you like in EDM? I might try and give you a recommendation you might like. Another question is, how do you line art digitally? Very quickly before I leave. I'm trying to think. I've just gotten into like, who was I listening to recently? Second. Virtual Riot is cool. I like, I haven't listened to him in a minute, but I really like Knife Party back in the day. Skrillex, you know, he's going a little more experimental, which is fine. I think he still does good stuff. Pretty much, I'm open to anything, really. I'm finding a lot of cool stuff through TikTok. Cool reels that people post. Trying to find people that I continually listen to. I just have a bunch of single songs from several different artists that just kind of fit a certain vibe. I really like anything that incorporates like video game sound effects into their stuff or makes it sound very digitized in that way. Yeah, but I'm open to pretty much any recommendation. Like, I will add it to my list regardless. What is my alarm doing? Okay. Who are you recommending? How do I do line art digitally? I generally, I go back and forth. Recently, I've been trying to be more experimental with painting and just doing no line art actually for digital painting. But recently, I started liking the line art again, and so now I've gotten into the habit of trying to thicken the lines in the line art and do like at the joints. There's a method that comic book artists do where there's like a heavy connection where there's like a T. Anytime there's a T cross, they do a lot of thickness where those are intersecting because usually that's an overlap, and so it draws the character or the viewer's eye to that. And so I've been trying to do a lot of those. For instance, right here, where there's this overlap right here, or this overlapping line where they converge at this V, because it's two lines that are connecting. If you combine their thickness together, it draws that, it moves the eye and it draws the eye. So really, anytime there's something that you want people to look at, the hand, thicken the lines there, especially with depth. Playing with depth of field, if you thicken things that are closer to the camera, it implies that everything is thicker because it's closer to you. So I should probably do that to the staff and make it just a hard outline. But there's some different methods that I'm playing with that I'm still trying to get better at getting in the habit of doing. But those are my line art tips. I also like to have kind of a rough brush texture just because it makes it more loose, makes it more vibrant. Personally, I don't like a super clean line. It gets a little robotic. I'm trying to avoid that. Okay. Knife Party is sick. Culprate far too. I've heard of Mord Fustang, and Funt Case. Good thing I said that correctly. Yeah, I'll take a picture of those and I'll put them on my list. Feed Me. I love Feed Me. He was great back in the day. Space Laces. Yes, you're gonna have to tune in again or put it in the Discord, please. Music recommendations. I always love hearing other people's music tastes, unless it's country. So please, yes, keep sending me stuff. Have you heard of Megas? I have not heard of Megas. Take a picture of that, actually. I know I could go back, but I'm a boomer, and so I'm just going to take a picture. Yeah, genuinely, just give me your list. I'll give you mine at some point. I figured out a way to convert from Spotify to Apple Music, because I have Apple Music, because I'm a chud. But I can probably convert it back and share that in Discord. I'll try and do that sometime, just so you guys know what music I'm listening to. Because I think it's fun to share that, and it gives you a good idea of what people are thinking of when they're making art. At least me personally. Anyway, I gotta go. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Feel free to put music in the Discord. Let me know. I love to listen to it. Hopefully you learned something today. If you didn't, you will next time. So tune in then. Bye!